Hi guys, it's Ray here from City Fan TV. I'm joined tonight by Mark. How you doing, Mark?
Yeah, I'm very well, thanks, Ray. How's yourself?
I can't hear you. I'm very, very good. It's a long time before I've managed to get you on. We've been waiting for this. Lots of fans have been asking for Mark. 5-0. Was it as easy as it sounded?
I think it was. I think it was, really, to be honest. I was a bit shocked by Newcastle, to be honest. I thought after the FA Cup they would, they'd come back and they'd fight, but I didn't see much fight there, to be honest. But credit City. I mean, we can only beat what's in front of us, and thought we did really well.
Absolutely. I mean, I did a quick match report, and I think they set up to be a bit more attacking. They set up to put us under pressure. The same way Southampton did. They would have 2 men up front, and Newcastle were playing John Joe Shelby and Joe Linton up front. But after about 4 or 5 minutes, as Aaron said, they surrendered and they just waved the white flag, and there was just wave upon wave of City attacks. And my only, can I say, slight disappointment is we didn't score 8 or 9.
Yeah, that's been my criticism all season, if you like. That we need maybe 10 chances normally to score a goal. Yeah. I don't think it was that many tonight, but we still wasted a few. I think Phil Foden had a couple of chances, but it was all in all, it was a good performance. More clinical than usual, I think. Yeah.
We've got to be happy, and it looks like I think another win and a draw we'd get for that second spot at Son Up. It was nice to see Tommy Doyle coming on at the end. What do you think about that?
Yeah, it was great. It was great to see. Yeah, he's one for the future, like Phil Foden. So, yeah,
absolutely great. And are you looking for? I mean, I'll just talk quickly about David Silva. He scored a cracking free kick. He set up Phil Foden. Is he really 34 years old? Is he really going to leave us at the end of the season?
He's incredible, isn't he? He doesn't slow down. I think we said on BT Sport, he could play for another 5 years at this level. I'd love to see him stay another year. I don't think he will, but I just hope he gets a send off that he deserves, because we're not going to see him play anymore this season. So I just hope, I don't know whether it's a testimonial or he comes back at some point. We need to get him back. We need to say thank you properly, because he's been such a servant to us, really.
Yeah, it's magnificent. Thank you very much, Mark. Thanks very much for spending a few minutes with us tonight, and hope you have a good evening.
Thanks, Ray. All the best. Cheers. Bye now.
Hey, we've got someone special on. We've got the man himself, Bernard Dineen. I thought, how you doing, Bernard? Hey, big smile.
I just missed Mark then. Mark was on. I haven't ever said hello to Mark. I've seen it on Twitter firing up, but I never personally said hello. He should have got us on at the same time.
Well, I thought we one and the other. I think he has to go somewhere as well. That's why I got him on first rather than you, because Bernard's always first if I can get him on if he's not working. Got a big smile on your face, Bernard. Why is that?
Oh, well, it's nice to watch a game and not be nervous, isn't it? And I mean, obviously, that was just absolute stroll, wasn't it? I mean, Newcastle were awful. I mean, let's be honest about it. I mean, I know they got a few injuries, etc., but I don't know. It was just like a training game for us, and that's the worst Newcastle I've seen for a long time. I've seen a few bad Newcastle sides, but there was nothing in it at all. No emotion, no passion, nothing at all. No work rate, nothing. I've just looked on Opta Joe, actually. Opta Joe has just said that since records began, that's the most pass completions by a team, 93.7% since they started doing the figures. Yeah. So, that just sort of says it all, really, doesn't it?
Yeah, I mean, there were times we were just passing it around the back, just like 1, 2, 1, 2, 1. And Newcastle were just, they had a couple of men at the start putting the pressure on, but within a few minutes, I mean, Mahrez had a chance after 3 minutes. He cut inside it to get to the keeper, and then after 9 minutes, Cancelo scored, and it was too easy. Cancelo lifted it over to Foden. Foden took a touch, laid it off to Silva down the line. Silva crosses it. Gabi Jesus, it basically opens his body and he slides it home. And from then on, it was just like, how many can we score?
I mean, obviously, you think about it. Obviously, David Silva loved it tonight, didn't he? I mean, he had so much space to work, and he just looked like his old self. We know against a better team, he wouldn't have that much space, but it was fantastic to watch. I mean, he was obviously. I think BT Sport gave him man of the match. He was certainly my man of the match. I think most people's man of the match. He was just in control. And I mean, obviously, as I said, it was the opposition. Let's be honest about it. He'll have a lot tougher games than that. But it was great to see he was enjoying himself and getting on the score sheet from that. What a wonderful free kick! I mean, absolutely superb.
I mean, actually, I mean, you know, it's. I think the free kick was very, very good. I think obviously the wall parted like the Red Sea, but it takes that special bit of talent to actually notice that there's a big gaping hole there and to drive the ball through it. So it was fabulous. He got a goal. He got, was it his 94th league assists in stoppage time. And overall, it was a pretty decent City performance, albeit against a woeful Newcastle side.
Yeah, it's funny. I mean, KDB didn't have one of his greatest games again, did he? But I sort of made a little comment here that on 20 minutes, when he cut it back for Mahrez for the second goal, that's the first time I remember him touching the ball after 20 minutes. I didn't actually notice him before then. That was the first time I saw him. So the KDB's quiet, and Phil Foden obviously could have had a couple of goals. I don't know what he was doing, to be honest with you. A couple of those that he tried to trap one into the goal. I don't know what he was trying to do with that one. Where it came down, he tried to put his bottom of his stud through it, didn't he, and trap it into the goal. But unfortunately, it didn't quite come off for Mr. Foden. But he played okay apart from that.
He played all right. And there were a few unhappy people that he missed those two chances. Because I had a prize draw to say if Foden scores, I had a back-to-back T-shirt, and that stays with me for another, at least for another game. I think I've done it now for the last couple of games. If Foden scores, but you know, look, any negatives? Were there any negatives for you? I mean, you know, we strolled to a victory. You know me. I've got to have some negatives there. I've got to have a downer on something.
Yeah. I mean, before the game, the negatives was I just put a little brackets next to Otamendi and Stones because we all know, you know. But I mean, obviously, we saw. I think they said on the commentary, Otamendi was just putting his foot through everything. He wasn't taking any chances. So I honestly think Otamendi knows he's not going to be around much longer, is he? I think he was just making sure he wasn't going to get shown up because he might have a last payday ahead of him. So I think he was trying to play a little bit safe. But I mean, that was the only negative from the team that I saw at the start. I was a bit worried, but I mean, against that, I mean, he could have been playing a Sunday League team tonight. I mean, there was no real pressure, and I think again they noticed on the was it Joe Linton? I mean, it's obviously the big lad, and they noted it again. I mean, they weren't even trying to make use of him at all. They were just, as I said, they were just square passing or passing back. I mean, the goalkeeper was getting more touches than Joe Linton up front. They should have been at least putting it over the top and giving him a go.
It's absolutely crazy that when they take Joe Linton off, then they start hoofing the ball. I mean, it's like, you know, what is Joe Linton? What do you expect him to be good at? He's a big, tall, strong, powerful bloke. I'm expecting him against Otamendi to be able to hold the ball up. He's a few inches taller than Otamendi. He's wider than Otamendi. And he's stronger than Otamendi, I think. So I would have expected him to hold the ball up and bring the players in. And they just didn't utilise him, which was, a mistake from their point of view. But look, Newcastle is safe. City is safe. And it looks like we got second. Once again, I'm pleased that many players. We had 16 players take part. Lots of rotation. People got the minutes. Gabby J got 60 minutes, got his goal. Thankfully, that hoodoo long run is over. Was it 9 games without scoring? Tommy Doyle came on finally. We've got to mention Tommy Doyle. Obviously, for any non-City fans, he's the grandson of Mike Doyle and Glyn Pardoe. And as the commentary said, over 900 appearances between them for City. How pleasing was it to see him play?
Yeah, I loved it. I mean, I think the City players went out of the way to try and give him the ball as much as they couldn't they, in that little time he was on. He was confident enough to I think he made one tiny error, didn't he, towards the end? But I mean, in that shot, as you said, I think I just caught you sort of speaking before, just before you did this live thing, and yeah, I mean that shot. I mean, obviously, it's just a shame he didn't fly into the top corner, but we can't have everything, can we? At least he had a go and he had a shot.
Yeah. We won the game. That we won it easy, 5-0. That's what matters. Bernard, thank you very much, mate, and you have a good
problem,
night. Night. Cheers.
Yeah, cheers. See you later, guys. Bye bye.
And we'll give a few minutes if anybody else wants to come on board. Where was Mendy? Apparently had a swollen knee. Video. Hi, you come easy game. There you go, video. I sent you in. I mean, as I said before the game, when Mendy was named in the head, I said after Mendy played 34 times in the season, second most I think was strong. The first one was nowhere near 5-star. Oh no, video, but it's because of the high for Newcastle. Sorry about all the guys. Obviously, I'm away from home at the moment, so I haven't got my proper microphone. I'm just going to use the acoustics. I'm just going to use. So let's see if I can speak a bit louder. I'm going to use the acoustics that have been given in the room. I mean, normally on the outside it seems to work better. Maybe in this room it isn't great. Maybe it's just you. Let me know if anybody else has a problem with the audio. But I'm going to do it. I agree with Dre. I agree with Dre. We took it easy. We don't need to bust it up. There's nothing really to play for this season in the league. Just making sure we finish second and get to the game. And so, I don't. Yes, from a personal point of view, I want the place to bust it up. I want us to be hitting teams to 8, 9, and 10 if we can, with the amount of chances we had. If we scored 5 goals, we probably missed 10 chances and other decent chances. But I just want the players to come back safe, to get the fitness, to keep the match fitness, to keep the form going, to score some goals, get some assists, and move on to the next game. Yes, it's great to score 8, 9, 10 and look fantastic every time. You can't do that. Sometimes you just got to be happy with what we've got. But I think that I wouldn't come in, I wouldn't say I want, and be too unhappy about it, because we've got bigger fish to fry. We've got the FA Cup against Arsenal next weekend. We've got the Champions League to come back. That's what we need to focus on. And in these games, it's kind of just like brushing them aside if we can. Hopefully win more than we lose. Hopefully we don't lose any more this season. We win the rest of the remaining games of the season. But we don't need to be brushing it. And you could see that from the players. Newcastle, different nights to play from there. I think their Europa League faint dreams are probably been dampened. And we just really happy with the win. The performance was decent enough. Yes, against a better team, it'll be different. And look, I said the same against Southampton. I think if we scored first against Southampton, I don't think it would be as easy as this. But I think we'd have scored 2 or 3 against Southampton. And it's really important to get that first goal. And thankfully, we did it. We did it with Newcastle. Smith, if they score the first goal, then obviously they'll have that confidence and something to hang on to. So, fortunately for us, they didn't have that. Storm's Newcastle support absolutely very poor. It's gone very good to get a Jason to score that goal because it's taken him so long. Video, you're the only one complaining, video. Okay? No one else is complaining, so let's move on. Do I think it would like to for the Champions League on Friday morning? Yeah, I'll probably do that. I probably will do that because I'm here in France working and maybe just emptying this flat. So I'll have a bit of work today and hopefully I'll find it to be a game, but I can spare it half an hour to an hour. And I'm doing the same as normal, so don't worry about that. I always try and squeeze in as much content as I can. Always try and produce as much as I can. Okay, it was great to win. We were just to the left side too. Yeah, much better performances. Great. Nice looking forward to it. Just hope we don't get by a minute. Yeah, I don't know who do you want? Atletico Madrid, Barcelona. I don't know who you want. But it'll be interesting to see the halfway through to the final. Can you tell? Look, City have won 5-0. An easy game against Newcastle, truth be told. Newcastle really didn't have much. I know there's very few people. I don't think this is a big game of interest. I mean, I'm really surprised. Normally we get a lot more contribution from fans, get a lot of people on board, but I just think it's interesting. It's just one far too easy, and there's no one happy. I mean, it's happy to be slightly different. We watch the game, and that makes a difference as well. So let's just see. Give it a few more minutes before we knock on the head gas. Ikram, with that. Any more for any more? Give you a few more minutes for I'll send one more link out. I don't think the fellow actually link out. Clinton will be on because he's doing his own live stream, and it would have been nice to get some feedback from him. Debbie did all right, Gray. I think Debbie did all right. I don't. The thing was he scored a goal. He scored a good goal. It was a nice take and finish. I think he'll be that slowly. I think it's interesting to see that Texas not after 6 minutes and put Raheem Sterling up front because what we need to know what's going to happen. What if Debbie J gets injured? Negreira's not coming back this season. But if Debbie J gets injured, he just doesn't score the goal, keep missing chances. So we've got to see who else is around, what other systems we can use, and we've got to try it out. We've got to try things out. Hi, Cash, hope you well. Wow, Cash wants Bayern straight away. Well, the good thing about for us now is Bayern Munich. I think they're finished. They finished the season. They played the cup, I believe. So isn't Bayern Munich season finished? So they have to maintain. They have to maintain their fitness and everything else. And yes, they would get some. You have some friendliness and stuff to maintain form of fitness and everything else. But it'll be really interesting if this can go. Let's say we end up with Bayern Munich and we've just finished after the obviously we've still got four more league games. We've got the FA Cup semi-final, the final, the FA Cup final. We've got the game against Real Madrid. Now we potentially have we get to the quarterfinals if we get past Madrid. Now that should put us in a much better position than a German team like Bayern, who haven't had who have got no football now. So we've got 7 more games. It's enough to give people a game every week and keep them fit, keep them informed, keep them match fit, and keep them looking. Cameron Hector, Liverpool winning 2-0 in 10 minutes. Well, sorry about them, Cameron. We have to beat the best teams. We can't hide anymore. Yeah, look, I said the game against Liverpool, the game against Real Madrid, that we would either rise to it against a poor Real Madrid team. Like I said, the teams have got a bit better now. We'll either rise to it or come on. Let's see if we can rise to it right now. Let's get there very early and see if we can rise to the occasion. Ryan Fisher, any of you guys who like to take music, sang. Any more guys before we call it quits for the night? It's only 9:30. Yeah, I'll do a little bit more work, and then we'll call it quits. One is to finish with the better goal difference in Liverpool, small victory. Yeah, look, that's one of the reasons I wanted bigger victory tonight. I just wanted to smash teams and keep on keeping on, keep on playing, keep on pushing. And could try to get on to see whether we can get from the goals. 9 minutes from Liverpool in look for nice things here. We scored a fair few goals this season. We were on 86 goals. It was lovely to get to 100 goals again. That's 14 goals needed in 4 games. It's going to be tough. We're not going to beat our record, I don't think, of 106 goals. We need to get 21 goals in 4 games. And we're not going to play Newcastle every week. But as I said, a stroll. We need 2 more goals. Yeah, you could have had them all this game. You could have got to 21 this game. You had so many other setting up for Fordham, missing up Mahrez, setting up others. But fingers crossed you'll get there. You've got 4 games to get 3 more. 2 more assists to match it. I want to beat it. 3. Anyway, guys, thanks very much for coming on tonight. I'm going to go and do a little bit more work, and hopefully Catch me tomorrow. We'll do the player ratings tomorrow. I think it's pretty easy. The player ratings tomorrow, and I'll try and get some more videos out for you guys. I'll try and come on. I've got a big picnic to go to. Well, a lot of people coming, so I might not do it. I wanted to do an afternoon stream for the news, but we'll see. We'll see how things go, guys, and we'll see if we can get some more. We'll do another video at some point in the day. See you, Akash. Take care, everybody. Have a good night, Paris.